Before you swallow another pill for a sore throat or low energy, pause for a moment. What if the most powerful remedy in your home isn't in your medicine cabinet, but sitting quietly in your kitchen? I'm Dr. Rebecca Stone, and today I'm going to show you a simple homemade recipe that many people use to support their immune system, calm throat irritation, and help the body recover during cold seasons. The surprising part, it takes only a few ingredients, no expensive supplements, no complicated preparation, just ginger, lemon, honey, and a few traditional spices that work together in a remarkable way. But here's the reason you should watch this carefully. Most people who try this recipe unknowingly destroy half of its natural benefits while cooking it. They use the wrong temperature, the wrong timing, and sometimes they even throw away the most valuable part of the ingredients. Later in this video, I'll show you the correct way to prepare it and also a clever trick to reuse something people normally throw in the trash. Let's start with the foundation of this recipe, ginger. If you walk into almost any traditional kitchen around the world, ginger is usually one of the first ingredients you'll find. That's because it has been used for centuries in natural wellness practices. When you cut into fresh ginger, you immediately notice its sharp, warm aroma. That distinctive scent comes from powerful natural compounds, including gingerol. These compounds are widely known for their anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Many people turn to ginger when they feel the first signs of a seasonal cold. Others use it to support digestion or help warm the body during colder months. For our recipe, start with a fresh piece of ginger. Peel it gently and grate it finely. The finer you grate it, the more of its natural oils will release during cooking. Those oils are where much of the flavor and potential benefits come from. Now here's something interesting that most people never realize. When people squeeze ginger to extract its juice, they usually throw away the leftover pulp. But that pulp still contains valuable compounds and aroma. In the second half of this video, I'll show you exactly how to transform that leftover ginger into a powerful homemade spice that you can store for months. Nothing goes to waste. Next, we add lemon. Lemon does far more than simply add flavor. It contains natural acids and vitamin C that help create balance in the mixture. The brightness of lemon softens the intense heat of ginger, creating a smoother and more pleasant taste. Take a fresh lemon and squeeze the juice directly into the grated ginger. Fresh lemon juice is always better than bottled versions because it keeps more of the natural oils and fragrance intact. As soon as lemon and ginger combine, you'll notice the scent becoming brighter and more refreshing. Now we add the ingredient that brings everything together, honey. For generations, honey has been used as a natural soothing agent for the throat. Its thick texture creates a smooth coating that can help calm dryness and irritation. But honey also plays another important role in this recipe. It helps bind the ingredients together and gives the final mixture a rich syrup-like consistency. Add a generous spoon of honey into the bowl and begin mixing slowly. As the honey blends with ginger and lemon, the mixture begins to form a thick, aromatic base. But we're about to take this simple combination one step further, because now we introduce two powerful spices, cloves and cinnamon. Let's start with cloves. Cloves may be tiny, but they are incredibly concentrated. They contain natural compounds that have been traditionally used for oral and respiratory support. Add about 6 whole cloves to the mixture. Then comes cinnamon. Cinnamon adds warmth, depth, and a subtle sweetness that balances the sharpness of ginger and lemon beautifully. Place 1 cinnamon stick into the pot. At this stage, the aroma becomes incredible. Warm, spicy, slightly sweet, and refreshing all at once. Now add a very small pinch of salt. This may sound unusual, but chefs and herbalists have used this trick for centuries. A tiny amount of salt enhances the natural flavors of the other ingredients and helps them blend more smoothly. Now transfer everything into a small pot and place it over low heat. The key word here is low. You don't want aggressive boiling. Gentle simmering is what allows the ingredients to slowly release their oils and blend together. As the mixture heats up, you'll notice the texture gradually changing. It begins to thicken, the aroma deepens, and the ingredients slowly transform into something closer to a herbal jam or syrup. This is exactly the consistency we want. Because once the mixture thickens properly, it becomes easy to store and convenient to use whenever you need it. However, there is a critical step that determines whether this mixture becomes truly effective or just another sweet kitchen experiment. And this is where many people make a serious mistake. Your mixture of ginger, lemon, honey, cloves, cinnamon, and a pinch of salt is gently heating on low flame. At this stage, patience becomes extremely important. Many people rush this step. They increase the heat, trying to speed up the process. But that is exactly where the biggest mistake happens. High heat can damage delicate natural compounds found in honey and ginger. Instead of preserving the beneficial elements, intense boiling can reduce them significantly. That's why the goal here is gentle simmering. Keep the heat low and allow the mixture to cook slowly. Stir occasionally so the ingredients blend evenly and nothing sticks to the bottom of the pot. As the minutes pass, you will notice something interesting. The mixture gradually becomes thicker, the ginger softens, the spices release their aroma, and the color begins to deepen into a rich golden brown. The fragrance at this point is remarkable. Warm cinnamon, sharp ginger, sweet honey, and bright lemon combine into a comforting aroma that fills the kitchen. This slow cooking process allows the ingredients to merge naturally. After some time, the texture begins to resemble jam. Not too thick like candy, but thick enough to coat a spoon. That is the perfect moment to turn off the heat. Allow the mixture to cool slightly before transferring it into a clean glass jar. Glass containers are ideal because they preserve flavor and do not react with acidic ingredients like lemon. Once stored in a sealed jar, this mixture can remain usable in the refrigerator for several weeks. Many people like to take a small spoon of it in warm water to create a soothing drink. Others simply take a small spoon directly when their throat feels irritated or when they want something warming during colder days. But remember, this is a traditional kitchen preparation meant to support general wellness. It is not a replacement for professional medical treatment. Now let's talk about something most people overlook. Remember the ginger pulp we mentioned earlier. When you grate ginger and squeeze out juice, that leftover pulp often gets thrown away. But doing that means discarding something surprisingly useful. Here's a simple trick. Spread the leftover ginger pulp on a plate or tray and allow it to dry completely. You can let it air dry naturally or place it in a warm, dry area of your kitchen. Once it becomes fully dry and brittle, place it into a blender or spice grinder. Within seconds, it turns into homemade ginger powder. This powder can be used exactly like store-bought dried ginger. You can add it to tea, soups, herbal drinks, or even cooking. The difference is that it's fresh, aromatic, and completely natural. Nothing wasted. This small trick is something many traditional cooks have used for generations, and it's a wonderful example of how simple ingredients can be used fully and wisely. Now, before we finish, let's quickly review the key idea behind today's recipe. You combine grated ginger, fresh lemon juice, honey, cloves, cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. You gently simmered them over low heat until the mixture thickened into a jam-like consistency. Then you stored it in a glass jar for convenient use whenever you need it. Simple ingredients, simple preparation, yet surprisingly powerful when used as part of a balanced lifestyle. And this is something I always remind my patients. Nature often provides supportive tools in very simple forms, a kitchen ingredient can sometimes carry more tradition and wisdom than we realize. The real secret is understanding how to prepare it correctly. Before we end today's video, I want to ask you something. Where are you watching from today? Write your city in the comments below. I personally read the comments, and I always enjoy seeing where our community is joining from around the world. If you found this video helpful, share it with a friend or family member who might benefit from learning this simple recipe. You never know who might need it. Also, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications because on this channel we regularly explore simple, science-informed ways to support everyday health using practical kitchen ingredients. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.